The various pieces comprising the footboard assembly are now complete, so we're ready to join and strengthen the entire unit. As I've said before, the raised panel system is very attractive, but it's also very weak. We are therefore going to increase the strength by extending the dowels to become integral with three components: the leg, the frame, and the longitudinal rail. There will be three elongated dowels on all four corners to obtain a very, very strong connection. For this design, it is easier to reference from the rear, so we will place the reference marks in the usual way, but at the rear of the footboard panels and leg. To get the best relative position between the footboard and leg, we will use a 16th inch spacer for the footboard bores and a 1/4 inch spacer for the leg bores. Okay, let's get started. Okay, now I've already, in order to save time, already drilled the holes for the footboard. But it's a very straightforward process. You've got your check mark on the rear side and a check mark at the top here and an X where you're going to be drilling. Now we want the holes to bore into this rail, so we're going to use a 1/16 of an inch spacer to provide that proper adjustment. Now the check mark goes to the check mark, this check mark goes to here. And then we drill, in this case we've decided to drill 3, 4 and 5. Then after you've drilled that, move this along, take your extended distance gauge, insert it in the last bore, bring this along, and then in this case we drill 1, 2 and 3. And that's that one over. Now we take the leg, now in this case we want to space this so that the footboard is somewhere close to the centre here. So we're going to use 2 1/8 of an inch spacers to make up the 1/4. Now we do the same thing again, check mark to check mark, something like that, slide it up, this check mark on the end of the leg here, bring it up to there, get it nice and flush. Just keep checking. As I said, we're drilling, you do exactly the same as you did on the footboard. We're going to drill 3, 4 and 5. The topmost one, slide it down. Now do exactly the same as you did before in the last bore. Bring Dowelmax up, make sure this is nice and parallel. Tighten up. And as we did before, there's 1, 2 and 3 this time. That's it. All accurate within thousandths of an inch to create an extremely strong joint, which is stronger than any other system available. Then I'll show you it going together. Okay, we have all the dowels inserted now, and the whole of the footboard section is ready to go together. So just use a piece of software. Same on the other side. That's the footboard complete. Now, as I've advised you before, whenever you're doing a dry fit, never do like I just did with all the dowels. Try to utilize approximately 50% of the dowels, because you'll have real problems. These are so accurate and so snugly fitted that you'll have real difficulties getting it apart again. I have devised a simple method to get this apart. Just install this little device here. You don't want to stress the dowels or elongate the holes. So as I say, this is one of the strongest attachments you'll ever come across.